What's up guys, it's me Eric B. In this video we're going to be swapping out the stock license plate holder with a Evotech Fender Eliminator kit and some turn signals by Rizoma. So right here we have the Fender Eliminator kit and what comes in the package. Let me go ahead and unwrap this for you so you can see what it looks like. Alright, and here's everything now that it's unwrapped. As you can see right there, those two small packages is your hardware. That's the mounting plate, the connector and license plate light. And then you have the plate holder itself and then the connecting hardware for that. And you can mount it on here and in a couple different configurations. So you can have it kind of sticking outwards like that, or you can have it tucked if you choose to do so. So without further ado, let's go on ahead and get this thing installed. Also, here are the turn signals I'm working with from Rizoma. And then these are the mounts. As you can see, it'll be better once I actually get them out of the wrapper and everything. All right, so you can get turn signals with the Fender Eliminator kit from Evotech, but at the time they didn't have any available, so I just bought the Fender Eliminator itself. And I went ahead and got some turn signals from Rizoma. As you can see here, I went with these mounts right here. It's just got to be able to fit through those holes, you know, when it's mounted up on the side like that. And then I got the LED light unit turn signals, and these things are super bright. I've installed these on my RS660 and my MV Agusta F3. They are very bright. This is what you get in the kit. So you get these little things because you do have to do some wiring. It's very minimal. And then I'll go ahead and route all the cable through there and get them all connected and everything. And then show you guys what it looks like once I'm done with that. Oh, one more thing I forgot to mention. Make sure you pick yourself up some of these adapters for your turn signals. This one came in the box for the license plate light, but like if you get some from Rizoma, they come in a box like this or a little package. And that's basically so you don't have to do a lot of cutting or anything like that. But since I did not get the right ones for this bike on the tail section, I'm just gonna cut the ones off of the stock license plate holder and use those. But you gotta make sure that you get the female in and not the male in like I have right here. All right, I know I said that I wasn't gonna really run through this and show you, but I felt that I needed to just in case you got the same turn signal. So right here, you have these mounts, right? So you're just gonna take your LED light unit right here. You're gonna take all this plastic off, or this rubber shroud that goes over the whole thing, and then you're gonna unscrew it. You have these bolts, or one bolt, one washer there. You're gonna pull that off of the blinker itself, so it's just the blinker and the wires. Then you're gonna take it and you're just gonna screw it right into that end right there, just like I did this one, and then you're ready to go. So you have it just like that, right? And then you're gonna take your some of this, you're gonna cut it to the length that you need, and you're gonna put that back on there. And then you're gonna take the end, whatever you do. So also these right here are only for like if you have a bike like a BMW or something like that. There's an actual schematic on the Rizoma's website that shows you certain ones need these capacitors. But for you know, like Ducati and something like Aprilia and something like that, you really don't need them. So then you're gonna take this, it's like you can use like a heat gun or something like that, and heat it up and it'll solder the wires together, so that way you don't have to try to do any actual physical soldering or anything, because I suck at doing that. And then you're just gonna do that on the end, and then you'll be good to go. So like I said, you wanna make sure you get this stuff on there before you start doing all that to your ends, and then go ahead and route it. So I just wanted to show you that real quick, just in case you wanted to see it. And then once you get it onto the license plate itself, it's obviously just gonna go through the hole right there, and you have a washer and a nut to hold it into place, and then just do the same thing with the other one. All right, what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna go ahead and remove the Fender Eliminator from the bottom of the bike here. There's 4 bolts that hold it in, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove that and then disconnect the cables. There we go. All right, so like I was saying before, you're gonna need female ends for the 2 blinkers right here, kind of like this one right here in the middle, and then you do get the supplied male end adapter for the license plate light. All right, and since I don't have the adapters and I don't wanna wait for them to come in the mail, I'm gonna go ahead and cut these female ones off the stock license plate holder. All right, so I got both of them wired up, and I am not the best when it comes to wiring and soldering and all that kind of good stuff, but I got it done. These are gonna be hidden anyway, so you're not really gonna see it. What's really important is this right here. So as you can see, I got the blinkers mount it up there, and you want to make sure that you have your nut, your washer, and all that stuff routed through here before you do all this in, because you're not going to be able to route it through once you do that. And then as you can see, the plate here, this is just going to bolt right up to it just like that. So it'll look better once I actually start doing it. But that's what it's going to look like. All right, so that's if you're doing, Rizoma turn signals or anything different other than the Evotech. If you get the Evotech turn signals, then you won't have to worry about that. Everything will kind of already be wired up for you. All right, so next we're gonna start getting the license plate holder together. Kind of sorted the hardware so you can see where everything goes. You're gonna need 4 of these little small screws that are, they have a flat head. So 2 for each side. And these are gonna be to attach your turn signals onto there. So there's those 2. Then you're gonna have 2 small ones with a rounded head up top here, and that's for your license plate light. And then you're gonna have these holes right here. So you see these 2, 4, 6, 8 holes right here. So you have these small zip ties to zip tie on the back side for your cables on your turn signals. And then after that, once we get that all bolted up, we'll move on to the next step. All right, so we got everything connected and put together. So earlier I showed you this side, but where it says Evotech on here on this side, you want that to be on the back side. So as you can see, that's what it's gonna look like. You got each turn signal mounted up on the side there with those 4 screws, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you have your license plate light. As you can see, that bolts up right back here with those 2 screws. It runs through there just like so. And then you can see what I did with the zip ties there. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, as you can see there. And it's like kind of got an indentation in there for where they're gonna go. So it's a nice clean look. But let's go ahead and finish this up. Oh, also you wanna leave these loose, because depending on if you're gonna leave it out like that or if you're gonna tuck it, then that way you can move those turn signals to where you need them. All right, so for the final pieces here for the assembly of the license plate holder, you're gonna have this U-shaped piece right here, this little piece right here, and then 2 longer screws that's gonna go in on each side like that. And then you're gonna have these 2 shorter flathead screws. You can see where they go on the back side. They're gonna go right in the front right here of the plate holder, and I'll show you how that looks. All right, and here we are. We got it connected here, as you can see. Make sure you guys can get a good look at this. You can see how I have it connected there. So that U-piece just went down, flattened up against there, and there's like a channel in here for the wires to run up through on this piece right here. And then the license plate light sits right in that groove right there. And on the other side, you can see where those 2 screws mounted up. All right, also, you don't wanna tighten these screws here on the sides too tight yet, because as you can see, this is your pivot point. That's what's gonna allow your plate to move up and back. All right, and the very last thing for the plate holder is going to be the frame. You can either choose to use it or not. I'm gonna use the frame. You get 4 screws and 4 nuts for the back side of the plate, and then put your plate and your frame holder on there, and then you will be good to go. All right, now that we got the plate installed and everything, now you're gonna grab your base plate here that's gonna mount up to the bike. You're gonna take all your cables and you're gonna run them through this little small hole right here, right below those 2 holes right there. So then you're gonna see these two holes right here on the top. This is gonna mount, and don't mind my little camo Band-Aid here. I was injured in battle while tackling this earlier and cut my finger. So you're gonna mount that just like that, and then there's gonna be 2 small like silver screws in the next hardware bag, and you're gonna mount that to the top and tighten that down. All right, and I failed to mention, you may want to also use some thread locker on these 2, since that's pretty much holding your plate in place, and there's a lot of vibrations and everything going on. And also when you mount the actual base plate to the bike, use some thread locker on that as well. So the final thing is, we're just gonna take this supplied adapter here, and we're just gonna take it and connect it to your license plate light, and then go back there and connect everything up. And then you always want to double check and test them to make sure that everything works properly. So we have license plate light, as you can see, and then just want to make sure. All right, we got right, I'm sorry, left, and we got right, so we're good to go. right, so those 4 mounting screws for your base plate, 2 short ones will go up top, and then the 2 long ones will go underneath on the bottom. All right, and the thing that everybody's wondering is how this is gonna fit with this dual exhaust in the back like this. So I haven't adjusted these turn signals yet or anything, but if you want to leave it like this, it will fit in between there just right. But those turn signals are really close to the mufflers, and I think they might be affected by heat. And also you're gonna have to get some sort of like really short turn signal to put in here, or just don't have them on there at all. I mean, there are some others that you can run, you know, like possibly New Rage Cycles, because I think they put the turn signals up here on the V4. They may do the same thing for the V2. But yeah, you can't use the long ones, obviously. And then if you run it backwards like this in a more tucked position like that, which I kind of like, I think it works out a little bit better. Either way, the mufflers are still close to the turn signals, so it might have a little bit of heat on them, but I don't know, I guess we'll see over time what happens. All right, so I think I'm gonna go with the tuck position. I like the way that that looks. I'm gonna tighten these screws up here on the sides. All right guys, and the last thing you gotta do is just adjust these turn signals where they're nice and visible, tighten them down, and that's it. So here's the before and the after.